Smith Hills Hall, a location whose history can be traced back to the 1100s. The home was built on top of a graveyard that had been there many years before, and to this day it looks exactly as it did back then. With so much history and death stored within these walls, the spirits were actually quite willing to talk, especially one in particular.
George Marsh. Reverend George Marsh, alright?
Reverend George Marsh was taken from his home and burned cruelly at the stake for being a heretic, a trial that was most unfair. Leaving behind something most peculiar, his footprint is laid in the very stone of the building, said to have been left there the day he was removed to be executed. And they say every year on the anniversary of his execution, the footprint bleeds. They attempted to remove the stone the footprint was in, but that only caused the paranormal activity to heighten, so they had to bring it back. George was very eager to tell his story.
George!
Whoa!
Could you say help clear?
Help me!
Help me!
There you go.
That was
Hey guys, it's Andrew. Whoa, that is amazing. Okay, so far the bear's already going off. It's Andrew of Proving Demons. Alex is currently filming at the moment. Joined with me tonight are my friends and colleagues, Paranormal Lex's Mark and Helen.
Hey you guys, how's it going?
Hello.
And tonight we are at Smith's Hill Hall. And this is in Bolton. And this is such an old location. I mean, literally, this place, the earliest records of this place go back to the 1300s. And I mean, the atmosphere here and the history here is just incredible. I mean, just being in this building, I mean, you can really pick it up, and everything is just so old and antique. It's all original. How are you guys feeling about all this?
I'm feeling really good. I'm obviously very grateful that I get to work with you again, Andrew, and obviously Alex on camera. And I'm really hoping that we're going to get some good stuff in there, because the history of this place, from what we can clearly see around us, it's almost like the walls are speaking to us in here. It really is. It's like everything you look at and everything you touch is literally just seeping information, seeping energy out to us. And I really hope that we can tune into this and get some good stuff. And as you've seen already, just prior to sort of recording, the bear here on the table's been going off as well, just as we've been speaking. So I'm ready to start. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm hoping we're going to get some good stuff, you guys.
I think we will, definitely.
Yeah.
And Helen, have you picked up on anything since being here?
Been upstairs with Alex, we did some EVPs, we caught some noises, some like taps, and we both heard what sounded like a thud from, you know, a foot, like that. The stairs.
Like that, yeah.
Corner of the eye movement in the other room, and when we went in there, it really did feel as though they'd come out and went into the other room. But this is my type of an invest. You can just feel the energy. It's just steeped in energy, and I love it.
Speaking of energy as well, prior to us recording, Andrew, you said you felt like you'd been tugged.
Yeah, right when we were setting up the camera, I felt something tug on my leg. It was like a child's height, which is interesting because some people we've been around tonight have told us that they were hearing the baby's cries and the sound of a child. So we're completely pitch black right now. I mean, it is dark as dark gets right now. And this is the first time I get to do this, but I've managed to make my spirit radio portable. I've never done one of these with my radio in a haunted location such as this, especially one this old. So we're actually going to do it together, and this is the first time Mark's ever gotten to use this, and I'm more than happy to see what we get doing this. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this and just see what we get, what we pick up on here initially. If there's anybody here tonight at all, any spirits, the spirit of a child or whoever may have tugged on my leg, could you clearly and with purpose come through and say, I'm here? There it was. I'm here. Awesome. Would you like to ask anything, Mark?
Yeah, was it the spirit of the little girl that's in this room that actually tugged Andrew just a few moments ago? I heard Mark. Yes, that's my name. Thank you. There is a spirit of a little girl in you, but I'm actually feeling her around you right now, Helen. I'm feeling her more in that sort of direction.
Yeah.
Please, if you could step forwards, don't be afraid of us. We're here to try and communicate with you. Was it you that took my friend Andrew just now?
If it was you, could you clearly come through and just say, it was me?
Whoa!
I just said baby.
I heard baby.
Which, by the way, that is relevant, as I said a moment ago, because somebody heard a baby crying. Is there a baby here? The spirit of a baby? Or are you looking for your baby? If it is the spirit of a baby, or someone looking for their baby, can you give us a sign and just say the word baby one more time for us? Instantly. Baby. You hear that?
I didn't hear that, sorry. Could you repeat that?
What was that?
The bear's going off too.
I need to come round that side so that I can focus on you lot and then on the bear.
The microphone will pick this up very clearly. Can you stand back and get the bear in the camera too? Thank you so much. The bear's still going off.
Whoa!
Is that you? Say it's me if that's you touching the bear. Did you just say it is?
I said it is, yes.
Hold on.
What's your name? Have you got a name?
What is your name, my friend? Can you please tell us your name? Clearly.
His name, there is another gent here. His name is David. David.
You're picking up on it, David?
David, yes. David.
Whoa!
Gent that's entered the room. David, could you please step forwards and try and say your name through this device that Andrew's holding, just to validate in your presence, to validate to us that you truly are here, David. Please, can you try and do that?
Say David, if your name is David, my friend, please. Was that it?
I heard that. Can you try again? Just one more time, please. David, just then, I heard it again.
Awesome. I'm going with presence behind you guys.
I'm actually seeing around the side of your head, Andrew, like a light. I can only describe it as being like a light, like a ball of light around your head. Is that you, David?
Say light if that's you, my friend.
Light, whispered it. He whispered it. I said, light. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Helen, is there anything you wanted to try asking?
No, I'm happy to just let them go at the moment.
Just want to experience it.
This little girl, she's still around you, Helen, so if you do feel anything, obviously let us know, okay?
The legs are cold, but the hands are like ice.
Really?
Yeah.
I also want to say as well that around Alex on camera to Alex's left, I'm actually seeing a tall hooded figure as well, right there, right now. I don't know who he is, where he comes from. Let me see if I can tune into him a little bit.
Is he making me
It's
feel...
like he's just stood there. It's
Is
almost
he
like he's
making me feel megally hot because I'm roasting up like I'm coming down with the flu?
He may well be, but the impression that I get off him, he's still there now. I can see him as clear as what I can see you right now, Alex. It's like he's just stood there, and it's almost like he's just like staring over the top of you type of thing. It's like I don't know if he's trying to check out who you are, or if he's trying to intimidate you or something, but I'll be honest, I don't get good feelings from him.
I'm extremely hot and I don't feel very well.
Are you affecting Alex? If so, could you say the word hot? She's feeling hot. Is that you? Just say the word hot, please, my friend. Clear, please.
I'd like to move if that's okay. I don't feel comfortable here. Can I move?
Yeah, where would you like to go?
Just point the camera to the left, see if you see any orbs or lights or mist or anything, because you're literally pointing the camera right at him right now. He's still there.
Did you hear it tapping?
There's not enough. Let's call out for a second.
Honestly, I've not been feeling very well since I stood over there. That's why I tried to stand with you guys, but you pushed me back over there.
Alright, well, let's try and I'm gonna set this on the table behind us.
It's almost like he's like either like a priest or a monk or a religious sort of person, but I feel like when he was
Oh,
in the
God, was that
physical
you?
life,
Oh my gosh.
when he was here in the physical life, I think he either did something bad or he's got some sort of dark side to him. But I feel he would have most certainly been a religious
I am
gent.
wearing a cross.
I'm also seeing as well the same ball of light that I saw around you, Andrew. I'm seeing it around you now, Helen, at head height.
Wait, you're saying you sense a,
I think that's
a religious
David.
person?
Yes, but I think the ball of light is David. There is definitely a child in this room that's very much attracted to Helen, and then this other gent just come in who I feel is either a monk
There.
or some sort of religious person.
Oh, there it is.
Whoa.
He was a preacher. There was a preacher that was, that's the preacher's footprint right outside that door.
Why are you following Alex around? Can you tell me why you're following Alex around? Do you like Alex? Could you come and communicate with us through this bear? Is that possible?
I'm gonna do an EVP and see if we can get some direct answers to this.
Does Alex remind you of somebody?
The bear is going off right now.
What was the name of the preacher, Alex? Do you remember?
Let me see if I can get the name. Hang on. I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything in regards to the preacher, but I am getting the name David again. I'm also getting another name coming here now. I don't know if this ties into the preacher or the monk or whoever he is, but there is another name that I'm sensing right now. George.
What's truly amazing about this is Mark had no prior knowledge of the history of this location. As a psychic medium, he likes to keep himself completely blank before entering a location just to further validate his psychic mediumship. For Mark's services, you can find him on Facebook at Mark Smith Psychic Medium and his YouTube channel Paranormal X.
I think that was his name.
George.
George, I believe, was
Hang on.
the preacher.
I can double check that 1 second.
I don't know if that name is him. It's just the information that I feel right now. George.
All right. Well, while she's checking the she's going to check the internet real quick and see if George is the name of the preacher whose footstep is left out there. Actually, wait, you don't even have to do that. There's a sign right
It's
there.
George. Yes, it is.
George.
Yeah.
So George would be the preacher.
Yeah.
Or at least the preacher's name's George. Whether it's the same George is obviously another thing. Okay, let's go back to here. These footsteps that are encased in glass. Does anyone know the story behind this?
Yes.
Because there is a story behind it.
Yes, there is. I do know. Do you want me to say it?
It's up to you whether you want to
Okay.
let people who are watching know, or if you want to just see
So
what happens.
this is the footstep of George Marsh, Reverend George Marsh. All right. Now, what's special about this footstep is this footprint here in the floor. It is said that he left that the day that he was taken to be executed, and upon every year of his execution, they say this footprint bleeds. Actually,
That could actually tie into the EVP that you caught at the
the
beginning
one
of the
that
night.
said I'm bleeding.
Yes.
Jeez, it's starting to make sense now.
Can you
doesn't
see
it?
this, Alex?
Yeah. The light. If you take the light off, it should be.
Let's do a very quick EVP session right here.
Okay.
George, is that you? Are you here with us right now?
So quiet though.
I just caught an orb fly up past your head, Andrew.
Nice.
I just caught an orb fly up past your head, Andrew.
This is truly an incredible capture. As you can see here, there has not been a single speck of dust spotted on the camera, yet this one seems to disappear within camera shot, showing that this isn't just dust floating by being seen in the IR light.
Alright, so seeing as Alex had just, we'll review the footage. She says she saw an orb come out of me. We're going to quickly do an EVP session, one with a very low frequency digital recorder, the other with Mark's DR60. Now this thing's a beast. Alright, you ready?
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, Spirit, whoever's with us right now. Could you come through and speak with us, please? Is that you, George?
We'll play mine.
Yeah, definitely.
See if there's anything on the DR60.
What was?
David, is that you? Can you please state your name to us to let us know who we're speaking with at this moment? We just come here to help.
Play that again. There was a weird anomaly. I thought I heard you.
With us right now. Can you come through and speak with us, please? Is that you, George?
How many what?
Is that you?
There's something there.
With us right now. Can you come through and speak with us, please? Is that you, George?
And who else do you know? Is that what it said?
With us right now. Can you come through and speak with us, please? Is that you, George?
This,
I belong to you now?
I'm going to play that one more time.
With us right now. Can you come through and speak with us, please? Is that you, George?
I belong to you.
now. I belong to you now. That is creepy.
Who does he belong to, though?
I belong to you now.
I belong to you now. I don't know what this man did when he was here in physical life, but I very strongly feel he did something either bad or there's some sort of dark side to him.
Is the little girl still here?
Yes.
Well, tell you what, because we're going to get to you getting to film some stuff. Mark, could you want to give a try on the radio?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we understand here, so if the bear does go off,
Yeah.
it's still in shot. I've had this running the entire time. This is your volume, pretty much. I find it easier just when you're asking a question, just spin it up and turn it down, and obviously hold it and just spin the dial slowly back and forth like that. I'm just trying to give you an idea of a good speed. You get the idea.
That's fine.
It's a little heavy.
You're standing in front of the teddy bear.
Sorry.
George, we know you're here. I know you're here. I've seen you. I feel you in this room. And I personally believe it's you that's affecting Alex, making Alex feel very hot. George, if you can, I'd gratefully ask if you could come and speak through this device that I'm about to start using right now. And just say your name, please, clearly, so we can all hear you. Help me. I just said help me.
Landed on.
Something that's just popped into my head. Was George burned at the stake?
George, was you burned at the stake?
Is that why I feel so hot?
If you were burned at the stake, could you clearly say burned for us?
Yes.
I burned, yes.
Burned.
And the little girl that's in this room that seems to be attracted more to Helen, if you are still here, could you just shout the word Helen or the name Helen just to validate in your presence as well, please? George?
George. Whoa.
Wow!
Call for George.
George, thank you so much. We know you're here. We know you're here.
Edward,
Are you buried under the building? If so, say buried.
I'm Annie.
Nice to see you. Oh, it's good to be
Louder, please.
Any sweet.
There, buried.
Thank you.
Buried under the building, under the graveyard that used to be here. Wow.
Is anybody here that needs help? We can help you. Say the word help.
There it was.
Lord Britain.
Could you say help clear?
Help
Help me.
Help me.
There you go.
That was-
Instantly.
yeah.
Thank you.
And y'all wonder why I use the radio. Y'all wonder why I use this radio and not a
So
spirit box.
it would seem George is definitely here. We definitely had a Class A response with George earlier on. He's obviously the hooded figure. He's obviously the spiritualist or the religious gent that I've sensed around you, Alex.
Yeah.
And it would seem that he needs help. So I think at some point or other we need to try and help him.
Most definitely.
Can I just say that when I asked, well, first of all, I had it in my head that he was burnt. I don't know why. As soon as I said that, was he burnt? I looked it up on my phone and I actually saw that yes, he was, because it just said he was executed. So I wanted to know. Then I started feeling, I've been feeling really hot. And I said, please just remove this feeling from me. And I'm not lying. I'm starting to feel so much cooler since I told you that he was burnt and to get it off me.
So everything that's we've all experienced here would all seem to point towards George. With the experiences you've had, with what we've captured with the spirit box, some of the possible bear responses as well, everything seems to add up, including the EVP that you caught before we even started filming.
Everything, actually. I mean, this is, I'm sure Mark can agree with me on this. As paranormal investigators, one of our jobs is to piece together the clues that the dead tell us.
That's right.
And the stories are starting to piece themselves together, and they are factual too, the information we're getting. By getting validation on the fact that these spirits are telling us the history that we have already looked up and we are currently looking up during the investigation and finding it to be true, is absolutely fascinating and helps us determine who we're speaking with.
Definitely. But George is definitely here with us. He's still here right now. David, whoever David was, I don't know where he ties in, but he seems to have sort of left the atmosphere now. But the only other spirit that I'm aware of in here is the little girl that still seems to be more sort of connected to you, Helen, than anyone else right now.
Can she not come forward to you, Mark, and ask her name, why she's here? Is she, what year is she from?
Why don't we do that on Mark's video
Yeah.
now? Let's get Mark
Yeah.
some footage on his camera as well.
Okay.
Does that mean I can put this one down now?
Yeah, you go ahead and turn that off.